Idaho, Montana, Nevada, Oregon, Utah, Washington, and Wyoming. So basically, when you come, you're just randomly assigned to different projects. The projects can range from environmental work to urban development to helping recover from disasters. So it really is a great way to kind of meet different communities. The two main mission points of our program is to help our members develop as leaders and to help strengthen communities that we are fortunate enough to travel to. So it's been a great exercise in adaptability for a lot of us because we're team-based, we live and serve together, so we eat, sleep, breathe together 24/7 for 10 months. So it can be a really intensive but amazing, amazing program, and for me and so many others, it's truly been life-changing. We are here now serving Hawaii Institute for Marine Biology, kind of the same location as Casey. And our work is going to be largely environmental, kind of helping the facility to remove invasive species so that they're more able to perform the research that they're doing and kind of function as a facility. Just a little bit kind of about NCCC in Hawaii over the years. Since 1994, NCCC has been sending about 1 to 2 teams to Hawaii each year.
Need for an ombudsman or a liaison between the command and the families and spouses. So I was very fortunate to have some wonderful friends that have helped us through the years, but I've taken you up to 1986 through 1991 when the Ombudsman program, as you could tell, had just been started and it was getting its feet.
Shoreline, I believe that's Miles, and provided over $2 million in work and service work. So it's been a great partnership for NCCC to be able to serve in Hawaii. And in addition, we also have a FEMA Corps program, which is a different branch of NCCC, which has been deployed. In 2015, a FEMA Corps team was deployed to Hawaii to assist with FEMA's emergency management efforts in the area. So as I said, we feel very honored and thankful to be here. I want to introduce now one of my teammates. Her name is Bianca James, and she's going to talk to you guys a little bit about her experience thus far. It's been short. It's been about 2 weeks that we've been here, but her experience thus far serving here and kind of how that's been impactful to her. So thank you again so much for welcoming us here.
Hello, everybody. Ooh, I'm sorry, I never spoke on this before. But so far, like Anne Marie said, we've been here for 2 weeks. We've been working on a very high hill, removing a bunch of halakoa. It's been a very positive impact on the community. We were able to clear out and create a more clean and fresh environment for the ecosystems. Thanks to our work, we got a lot of halakoa removed, and we're able to see the river and the ocean across from the road. Personally,
and so what they told us was, okay, all the spouses are to call you, and if they've got problems with anything, but of course, we were sworn to secrecy and confidentiality because that was really big. And so we just, gave them the support. It was, lend an ear, helping hand, and also we got together as a group to just, pass the time away because when,
Again, thank you so much for our NCCC members. Okay, at this time, I do want to give acknowledgement to Rhoda Banana-Sihan with the Foster Grandparent Program for putting together a video compilation that we're going to show to you folks right now.
Who broke that, and so he just said, you gotta do it, because we have nobody else. So that was it. So the Ombudsman program has come a really long way and really advanced, and so I do want to thank all of the people here because, ombudsmen are volunteers. You know, nobody pays you to do any of this stuff. So, but I just want to say personally, I thank everyone, and I think Tamara and Fran have done a great job to, you know, spread the word and say, you know, it is important because everybody needs, you know, an ear, or, you know, where do I go for anything, you know, so. All right, that's it, thank you.
I just want to thank everybody for coming tonight. I really appreciate everybody taking their time out of their busy schedule to honor our ombudsman. And I also want to thank my husband because he's on vacation and he was supposed to relax this week, and you know, because he's got the State of the Coast Guard address next week. And I kind of said, you know, I'm going to be doing this, and if you want, and he said, of course. You know, and so I thought that was really neat because he knows how important the Ombudsman program is, and so I really want to thank you for taking that time out. But anyway, I just wanted to take a couple minutes to tell you about the Ombudsman program. When he first took over, and the first thing I asked is, who's my Ombudsman at headquarters? And there wasn't one. And so I thought, why isn't there an ombudsman? And so I started asking, and I got this kind of pushback from some people that, you know, we don't really need one at headquarters. And I said, wait, if we're going to really take this program seriously, we need to start here at the top. We need to have one at headquarters. Now, this wasn't my husband that was saying this, but it was the people who were at headquarters. So I really made, I really looked out and said, you know, we need to get somebody. Luckily, we got a wonderful ombudsman who volunteered. She already had a bunch of other places that she was the ombudsman for. Her name was Rachel Conley, and she stepped up and said, yes, I'll do that one too. And so she's got like half of the Coast Guard under her, but she's wonderful, and she's been doing it for years. So the good thing is she knows a lot of resources and everything. But I wanted to show, people at headquarters that there's a need, because what happens if something happens and all of our people, our members are out busy, and if there's a disaster, and a lot of times people think, well, what can happen in DC? Well, you know, there's a lot of things that can happen in DC. And so that ombudsman needs to be able to contact the families, make sure they're okay, to follow up, make sure that they get their resources. And that's just like one of the big things. And it could also be the little things too. That people need when they come there. You know, where do I live? You know, can you give me information about housing? You know, should I live on JBEB, or should I go to some other base to live? You know, those kinds of things that we all need to know about. That as the members don't necessarily, you know, all the other things that we've got to do when we move, and so. You know, I felt like we needed to make sure that we started at the top. So that was one of my big priorities, is to make sure that they had it. And then when I go out to visit all the units and stuff with my husband, I talk the program up. And if there's problems, if people don't have an ombudsman, they don't know where to get one, you know, I help them figure out a way, because we can share ombudsman, we can have one ombudsman, you know, cover several units, you know, things like that. But also to make sure that there's a point of contact, you know, that they have somebody that in the command that they can talk to. So I really work my, I just saw a whale out there, I'm sorry. You know, in DC, we don't see those things anymore. And so anyway, so that's, you know, one of my things. And then also, you know, concerns about, one of the things I really emphasize is making sure that our ombudsman not only are part of the command, that the command knows that they have a point of contact and that they get introduced to everybody gets signed up, but also that they're part of the Facebook page, so that they can also post information that they see on the Facebook page, because a lot of times our younger people, they don't read emails, and our members don't necessarily come home with, oh, here's the resources. That doesn't happen. I've never seen any of that. You know, it just, it's so much, it's better if you can post that kind of stuff on Facebook page. And so, you know, if you're not already on your command's Facebook page, you know, talk to them and work on something, you know, where you can post things, whether it's scholarships, housing, moving information, you know, whatever, Red Cross, you know, maybe there's a typhoon coming, you know, so you can get that information out to the families, because that's where the young people are looking now. And, that's one of the things that my husband and I have really been trying to do a lot more social media, because it wasn't utilized much in the past, and we really realized that it's important. Now, I have my own Ombudsman at Large Facebook page. I also post a lot of resources on there, as well as pictures of, the fun things, people that we meet and things that we do. But the main thing is the information. And so I always tell everybody, it's a Facebook page and anybody can get on. They don't have to like me. They just have to. They don't have to friend me. They just have to like me.
And whereas volunteers are tackling tough problems every day and strengthening communities, supporting food banks and homeless shelters, restoring city parks, building homes, managing community service, providing health services, and tutoring and mentoring students. And whereas to spotlight the valuable work of these volunteers and the impact of national service, mayors across the country will participate in the 4th annual Mayor and City and County Recognition Day for National Service on April 5th, 2016. And whereas this event highlights the key role this effort plays in solving pressing problems, bolstering civic, neighborhood, and faith-based organizations, as well as encouraging our residents to serve. Whereas national service participants include more than 80 organizations in our city with over 400 members of all ages providing significant contributions to our community. Now, therefore, Kirk Caldwell, Mayor of the City and County of Honolulu, do hereby proclaim April 5th, 2016 to be Service Recognition Day, and extends his deep appreciation to volunteers for tackling tough problems and strengthening communities through civic involvement and national service. Signed, Kirk Caldwell. I cannot help but believe that Hawaii, our diversity was just so representative in the stories you told. I mean, we are probably one of the only states that can be a paliakala and fixing, planting lo'i and reaching out to diverse communities, different ages. So thank you so very much for your work and your giving. I'd like to end with a quote that I found that I think represents this whole concept. And it's by Irma Bombeck. Some of you probably don't know who she was, but she used to write, and she was a comedic writer, actually. Volunteers are the only human beings on the face of the earth who reflect this nation's compassion, unselfish caring, patience, and just plain loving one another. So thank you for that. And thank you for all you do.
So again, thank you to Barbara Yamashita, Mr. Mayor Kirk Caldwell as well for acknowledging all our service programs. We're on our home stretch, guys. I'm going to beg for you just a few more minutes and allow me to share this story that I hope captures the spirit of today's festivities. Again, I beg of your time. A year ago, we were blessed to host, and Gina will vouch for this story as well. A year ago, we were really grateful to host Wendy Spencer, CEO of the Corporation for National Community Service, on one of the many site visits we did in Hawaii. One particular one stood out to me, and that was a visit to Ho'olu'aina, deep in Kalihi Valley, where they're doing a lot of work with native reforestry and eliminating invasive species as well. But it was one of those moments where it was a chicken skin, soul-shaking experience for me that I think maybe some of you can connect or relate to. We went deep in the valley again, where they were rebuilding in traditional ways native Hawaiian hale. Amazing structure. Again, I believe it's pili grass that they were bound together with, again, coconut husk cord, just the engineering, no nails, no other binding equipment other than just native traditional Hawaiian ways. And as impressive as the structure was, what caught my eye, and one of those freeze frame type of moments, was a rock wall that surrounded the perimeter of the hale. And there was an uncle hard at work putting the hale together, wrapping the cords. So I asked him, Uncle, amazing stuff. How about, could you tell me the story behind the rock wall? Big pile, mounds of stones, all shapes and sizes. Big boulders, medium size, rough edges, smooth facets, pebbles. So his explanation to me was this, that every stone had a purpose for the wall. Big, small, medium, large, pebbles, otherwise. They start with the foundation and they build it up. And what caught me and moved me was the fact that what he shared with me was that the wall is actually falling inwards or collapsing inwards. So the theory or engineering behind that was that as the earth shifts and shakes and the boulders move and reshuffle, that it collapses on each other. And as we experience community and social challenges, we're gonna shift, we're gonna move, but ultimately we're gonna collapse on each other and be stronger for it. So I leave you with this thought, folks, and I think you can feel and relate to it as well. There's a wave coming, guys, a wave of service. I know you feel it. I definitely do in this room today. So either you're with us, against us, indifferent, come on board or step aside, but it's coming through, leave no doubt. So with that said, again, I truly appreciate all of you here today. Blessed to be associated and connected with all of you. Again, round of applause to all of you folks. I'm gonna ask Grandma Eloise and Grandma Vicky Midaro if they would do us the favor of leading us with or closing with Hawaii Aloha. And our NCCC members, just take it all in. Okay, so if you could get in a circle, we'll embrace in hands. And true to the spirit of Hawaii, let's close with Hawaii Aloha.
E Hawaii e ku'one hanau e ku'uhome kula ivine o haoli my pardon us, we're very nervous, okay? E haoli e na o pio Hawaii ne. Oli e, oli oli e, oli e, oli oli e. Mai na ahe makani e pa mai nei. Mau ke aloha, aloha Hawaii. E haoli e na o pio Hawaii nei. Oli e, oli oli e, oli e, oli oli e. Mai na ahe makani e pa mai nei. Mau ke aloha, aloha Hawaii. Aloha. Yo. Yo. Oh, thank you.
Aloha and mahalo, everyone.
2015-2016 hurricane season. She's very hands-on and involved member of the station, and her contributions and assistance are very much appreciated by the entire station crew. Thank you to Ombudsman Kimberly Mangus. Okay, I do want to mention the other ombudsman in D14 who don't have command reps or the ombudsman also can't attend. So Ombudsman Liliani Louis Cover from Station Maui just gave birth yesterday. We had 2 births yesterday? And then down in Guam, we have Juan Gonzalez, who represents Sector Guam and Station Apra Harbor. Randy Midland, who represents Coast Guard Cutter Washington. Ms. Jalen Hall, who works for Coast Guard Cutter Assateague. And Ms. Monica Prater, who works with Coast Guard Cutter Sequoia. So thanks to all of them as well for their outstanding efforts.
I'm gonna take a couple shots. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 2. 1, 2. That should work. Okay, wait. My son's gonna take a picture too.
I'm on it too.
She's gonna pass her face.
Okay, let's do one silly one then. Come on, you know.
I know I posted it. Where's the phone?
1, 2, 3.
And I'll do
Can we
one
get
too.
him?
Okay. This is time for you. All
We're
right.
gonna photo bomb.
1, 2. Are you doing it? Do it. Do it now. Run through.
I call home often just to let my family know where I'm doing and where I'm at, kind of stuff like that. I was talking to my daughter last night, and she asked what I was doing specifically, and I told her I'm training soldiers. And she asked specifically, what do you mean by training them? I'm trying to teach them various different events, how to mentor them, prepare them for different levels of events. So we were talking about specifically what events that I'm training them on. And I said, well, we're kind of training them on multiple athletic endurance type events and stuff like that. And she, without any prompting on her part, she said, you mean like the military type Olympics? And I says, that's exactly what we're trying to do. We're trying to get the best soldier competition going, where we select the best and give them kind of a gold, silver, and bronze medal. Go!
What a great event and a great opportunity for these winners that, you know, among 2 different theater engineer commands with over, 12 or 13,000 soldiers each, and to be the ones that won. That excitement is huge, and, it almost brings a tear to your eye.
This is for all.
Stop.
Russ Warrior, all the way.
Army strong.
A lot of stuff that we do in the Army definitely jives with what we do in my personal life as far as hunting, fishing, getting outdoors and stuff like that. So it's one of the reasons why I do very well in the Army. Obviously I have family into that, that they're into outdoors and all that too, so it works for me.
It's spontaneous watching the soldiers